I can't do that. I can't do that. Black and damp. Tooth mark. Tooth mark. Fragment. I can't. I can't. I can't. I haven't finished my analysis. I haven't finished my analysis. No, it is unnecessary. No, it is unnecessary. I haven't finished my analysis. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Tooth marks, rather. I haven't finished my analysis. Nothing interesting. I can analyze the chemical. I can't do that.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
I have cut a small piece off the rope. A lot of black, and this rope is only worn on one side. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't do that. I can't do. I haven't finished my analysis. I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance. No, it is unnecessary. I can analyze. I haven't finished my analysis. I can't do that. I can't. I must compare the samples of Earth that. There is something written on this. I can't do. I can't do that. I can't do that. I haven't finished. I can't do. I can't do that. I can't do that. I haven't finished my analysis. No. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I haven't finished my analysis. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't I haven't finished my analysis. I can't do that. I haven't finished my analysis. I haven't finished my analysis. I can see something. I can't do that. I haven't finished my analysis. I haven't finished my analysis. I can analyze the chemical composition of a substance here. I can analyze... No, it is unnecessary. I must analyze the clues. Poison, and apparently very virulent. Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases, and I've got work to do. And this is how my dear friend and colleague treats his clients' letters. This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielmann tomorrow.
I haven't finished my analysis. I can't. I can't do. I haven't finished my analysis. 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 I haven't finished my I haven't finished my analysis. 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 I can't do that. I can't do... I can't... I can see something. Ah, I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for?
How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I can't... I can't... I can't... I can't... This stone appears to be the same as those found with... I can see something. I can't... I can't do... I can't do that. This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from... I must compare the samples of earth that I found. I must compare the samples of earth. I must compare the sample. I must compare. I must compare. And if I mix this earth... I can't. I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. I haven't finished my analysis. I can't. Now it must. I can't do that. I can't.
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it. Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my...
Good.
General practice. Female... Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases, and I've got work to do. I have found...
Good. Put it on the...
I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table.
This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house. There's no... Here is where I... Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis. I am missing some... I haven't finished my analysis. Now I can make the right decision.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yes, Watson. The murderer with the missing finger must work in the cemetery, or at least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins into the graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson. I cannot leave. Let us look at our deduction board, Watson. I cannot leave. I cannot leave. I cannot leave now. Let us look at our deduction board, Watson. Perfect. Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves.
You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street Irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes. No one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course... I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
Wow, this is a real adventure. It's exciting. I like it better than made-up stories. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading. I'm going to.
Ah, I want to listen to.
My readers must excuse me if I do not describe in full detail here the terrible images which haunted me that night.
I had a sense that something extraordinary would take place, but I was scarcely prepared for the reality of it. Good morning, Holmes. Did you get any rest?
I did not attempt to sleep.
Have you managed to come to any conclusions?
I think that we might follow 3 trails. We can visit Whitechapel to try to discover the identity of the murderers by making inquiries at Dispensary 4661 and at the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
The poison trail seems more important to me. We should perhaps go to Westgate Prison first to see Hans Schielman.
Yes, and let us not forget the bishop's irascible nephew, whose address we now have, thanks to my Baker Street Irregulars. I have located each place on our map of London.
Holmes, let me remind you that we still have not been officially instructed to investigate this affair.
Ah, well, we will just have to hide that small detail.
Whitechapel. Let's go.
Here we are in the heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
I'm listening, Holmes.
Nothing of interest here.
What do you think, Holmes?
You ain't from round here. You shouldn't stay here.
There's nothing. Queue up! Queue up like everyone else. There's nothing left at all.
My husband can't pay the rent. You're the police. They'd do so.
This sign would appear to be that of a Burner Street.
What should we do next?
Burners. 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 Whitechapel. Here's the public dispensary that we're looking for.
Good day. Please excuse us. Oh, Grant, is it you?
Yes, but wait a moment. Watson, it's been years. Since the Faculty of Medicine, if my memory serves me right.
Yes, we were young and ambitious. I didn't expect to find you here. I thought you had gone to America.
No. I find that I prefer the filth here, amputating gangrenous legs.
Ah,
I'm joking, Watson. Unfortunately, I was unable to leave for Washington. I had to give up surgery. So instead, I crouched down in this rat hole, rubbing shoulders with the world's misery.
Grant, treating those in need is a noble calling. You underestimate the importance of your work.
If you say so. It's true that in the beginning I felt as you do, but as time goes by, the more this cursed area seems like hell. You think that nothing can get worse, and the next day you see that it can. Now famine has hit these poor wretches.
One can't always do as one might prefer when one is a doctor.
Grant, I'd like to introduce you to Sherlock Holmes.
Pleased to meet you. Well, no one comes here by chance, therefore I imagine that you need something in particular. How can I help you?
Dr. Grant, we are in possession of a scalpel which was found in an unusual
From its mark, I'd say it was stolen from us. A lot of things disappear from here, you understand. Life is hard in White.
Thank you, Doctor. Farewell, Doctor.
How can I help you?
Closed. Whitechapel Street. We are in what?
Holmes, the man from the soup kitchen isn't only in voluntary service. Look.
A money game.
Oi, oi! We're giving out for...
Excuse me, my good fellow.
You don't look like the need.
We're not here for the soup, we're merely...
Look around.
And no one tries to...
No, mister, that's not possible. You have to exchange a ticket against...
I'm starving. Help.
This cemetery is the very image of Whitechapel. Sinister, frightening, and ill-kept. What a terrible place for one's final rest.
At least hunger no longer gnaws at them. Closed. Let us see if the elements analyzed in Baker Street and this cemetery have... This rope is only worn... The rope used to tie up the Bishop of Knightsbridge came from this cemetery. It is only worn on the one side because it is used to lower coffins into graves. Closed. A leaflet for the soup kitchen. This leaflet is dated for the day after tomorrow. The tickets for the soup kitchen are given out on the same day. Only somebody who works there could have written on it. Let us see if the elements analyze... Black and damp. Black earth fresh. This dark...
It came...
Let us see if the elements... Granite. These black paint. These stones, granite. These stones are of the same granite. Black paint. These stones are of the same. This must be the
Well, judging...
Let us see if the element... These stones are of the same. These stones are...
These stones are of the same black paint. The same black paint covers. This black painted stone is identical to the fragments found in the rope which we analysed at Baker Street and in the footprints of the Bishop of Knightsbridge's murderers. Everything coincides, Watson. The fragments of granite at the bishop's home came from the tombstones of this cemetery.
As well as the rope that was used to restrain the poor man. One of those used to lower the coffins.
I can think of only two reasons why anyone should happen to spend a great deal of time in a cemetery. Either he is at rest here, or he works here. At least one of the bishop's murderers is employed here.
A shame. If he was at rest here, it would have made our job easier.
Closed.
Even here.
White. Batty Street. Batty Street. Batty Street. Batty Street.
Sorry, the market is...
Whitechapel. Whitechapel.
We aren't investigating down there, Holmes. How? We aren't investigating down there, Holmes, are we? Are you sure?
Nothing of interest. Whitechapel. Whitechapel. Whitechapel Street. We are in...
Bucks.
We haven't got a home or any work. What will become of us?
They leave us...
Bucks. Buck. Buck. Buck.
You ain't...
Nothing of interest here. This shop is...
You ain't from...
a so... A wide... That is street. Nothing of interest here. That is street. Whitechapel Street. I cannot leave now. I cannot leave now. Whitechapel. Whitechapel's. Nothing of interest here. Whitechapel Street. Bernard. Burner Street. Burner Street. Burner Street. Another. Burner.
My husband.
bucks.
Nothing of interest here. I cannot leave now. I cannot leave now.
A lot of...
There's nothing left of the...
Burners. Closed.
Buy my flowers,
Leave.
Sorry, the market is closed. There's no more produce.
We aren't investigating down there, Holmes, are we? Are you sure?
Batty Street. Whitechapel's.
How can I help you?
Closed.
I'm starving.
Closed. Impossible to open it. Impossible. This shovel belongs to the cemetery work.
It's the last bread shop open in the area.
Nothing of interest.
We aren't investigating down there, huh?
Whitechapel.
That's... Let's look for a mobile soup kitchen, Holmes. Let's look for a mobile...
Miss.
Burner. A circular...
You again. You can't have any soup, you're too rich. It's for the poor, not the toffs.
And what would you say to relieving two tops of their wallets by giving them a chance at dice?
With great pleasure. What do you want to bet?
Your ring against my friend's superb silver watch.
Holmes! I inherited this watch from my brother. It has a great sentimental value.
Watson, show your watch to our friend here.
Done. Make yourselves at home.
All right, mister. First who gets 36 points wins.
Without success, Holmes. Without success, Holmes.
Perfect.
Aren't you going to leave me alone? Can't you see I'm busy?
We win.
Hey, not so fast. We'll play again.
Out of the question. You have lost. You owe me your ring.
Oh, it means a lot to me, this ring. Me dad gave it me before he died. He choked on his own glass eye. Me mum didn't get over the shock of it, and she killed herself by smashing her head open with a wooden leg. And she'd only just heard that me sister, who's a prostitute, had caught an embarrassing disease that made all her hair fall out.
And worse, our dog got run over.
As this ring...
Great Ape worked.
Where is he usually to be?
Well, last time I...
It is quite good enough.
A suit.
One further thing. You said that Grape Ape's friends work at the morgue. Which morgue?
The morgue at the dispensary. I must say, they got a funny job. They wash the dead, dress them, cut their hair. They clean the blood off the floor, chase the rats, stamp on the cockroaches. Mister, I can tell you, I prefer giving out soup.
There isn't a certain Kurtz amongst the employees.
Listen, we didn't play for info about the whole city. I'm not telling you anything else.
The dispensary has got its own morgue. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I've just told you so. It's the one that all the undertakers prefer. Think about it. It's just next to the cemetery.
Thank you, my good man. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, mister.
Let's go to the public dispensary.
Sorry, the...
It's the last...
Nothing of interest.
We are...
Nothing of interest here.
We aren't investigating.
Closed.
How can I help you?
Tell me, Doctor, do you have a morgue in your dispensary?
Yes, it is the busiest place in the building.
We would like to see it.
The door at the far end, the one with the unpleasant smell.
Very good. Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon, perhaps. And take...
Look, Holmes. A list of the recently dead. How sad.
I see names that have something in common.
I understand now why my colleague keeps quiet about his morgue. This place is a real...
Concentrate, Watson. We must look for... This is Kurtz's overall, so he really does work at the morgue. Strange that he left his overall here.
Holmes, this is Kurtz. We've just found one of the Bishop of Nicebridge's murderers. Look at the state of the What should we do next, Holmes?
Perfect.
How can I help you?
Farewell, Doctor.
See you soon.
A small metal stem. 2 keys.
Well, well, this Kurtz was carried... We must find the place indicated with the cross on the map we found in the morgue.
Like all the sick lying.
Not surprising.
Like all...
Not surprising.
Like all...
Not surprising.
burner.
We must find the...
They leave.
We must find... We must find the place indicated with the cross on the map we found in the moor.
You ain't from round here.
Hey!
You're with a...
Burners. Another shot. Closed.
Even here.
Perfect. It's open. Here, this hut is on the map. Let us search it from top to bottom, Watson.
Oh, what a...
Impossible to open it. Impossible to open. Look, this chest has been nailed. This box has been placed so that no one... Look, this chest has been nailed. Look. Impossible. Impossible.
How is it that there is no room in this cemetery?
Look. Impossible.
Bags filled with nails. There are a lot of them. Well, really.
I can see a large crack. I'll need something...
Bags filled with nails. There are bags filled with nails.
A hole was drilled a short while ago. There is a sack inside this hole. Let us see what it...
Valuable objects. But what are they doing? Valuable. We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
This message confirms that we are on the right track.
Let's find the Lover's Tree, Holmes. Let's find the Lover's Tree.
Here is our tree. Let us examine the inscriptions. Sally and John. This design was the last to be done. Sally and John is engraved here as a symbol of their love.
We must find Sally and John's...
Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of it. Nothing of. Nothing of. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of it. Nothing of it. Nothing of interest here. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Yes, it must be there. I need something. I need... I need some. Yes. I need some.
What do you think, Holmes?
Here is our tree. Sally and... This shovel...
You frighten.
This must be the grave.
Very well, Holmes. Look, a metal box.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated. This box comes from a bank. The criminals must have held onto it after a hold-up. There we are. It is simplicity itself. This key must be important to be hidden here. A hammer covered in blood.
Holmes, there is someone in that hut.
I saw Watson. Open up. We're not the police. Do not be...
That's a strange way of Holmes, they are children. My God, one of them is hurt.
What you want? Don't come any closer. Are you the police?
Don't be afraid. I am a doctor. I'm going to look at your friend's wound.
Wait, Watson. I've got some questions to ask these children.
This is urgent, Holmes. In this filthy place, the risk of infection is very high, and the wound could get worse with every second lost.
The immediate danger for these children is not so much the wound as Mr. Fletcher.
Who?
Look at the wound, Watson. It's thin and precise. It was made by a sharp, well-kept blade. Any other blade, less well-kept, would have torn the tissue around it, and its size would be irregular.
So what does that imply?
In this area, who would take such great care with a blade? A butcher, of course. And the only butcher in the area is Samuel Fletcher, who at this moment is replacing a window that has been forced open. He's a man to hold grudges, as anyone around here will tell you.
The children are in danger.
A man as skillful with a knife as a butcher, and with a bad reputation to match, could easily strike a fatal blow by cutting the child's jugular. If he hasn't done it, it's surely because these little thieves broke into his shop at night to steal a piece of meat. The poor lighting in this area saved them. I can assure you that Mr. Fletcher has spent the day trying to trace these children, and if he finds them, wounds will be the least of their problems.
That's true. What do you want? Don't let the butcher find us.
Dr. Watson will see to your wound, but the treatment won't be free. I don't need to remind you that life is hard, you know that already. Give me the address of a certain Kurtz, and the doctor will dress your wound. No address, no treatment.
I can't tell you, mister. Kurtz is a dangerous madman.
Holmes, you go too far. You have frightened the poor child.
I could give Mr. Fletcher a compensation for the damage to his property, and he would certainly give up trying to find you then. But for that, you'll have to cooperate.
Or else?
Or else he'll likely find a less agreeable way of repairing the damage.
Wait, mister. I know everyone here. I'll help you. Only protect us from the butcher.
I am looking for Kurtz. Tell me where I can find him, and I'll smooth things over with Mr. Fletcher.
Everyone here knows Kurtz. He's the worst person in the area. We call him the Colonel because he fought against the Zulus in Africa. He got chucked out the army because he's completely crackers. He lives at number 8 Batty Street.
Good. Watson, see to the wound. Then we will settle the problem between these young men and Mr. Fletcher.
We must protect these children from that butcher, Holmes.
It won't be necessary. I've had dealings with Samuel Fletcher before now. He's not the monster I've made him out to be. If he had wanted to kill them, he would have done so, even in dim light. By wounding the little thief, he wanted to warn him never to set foot in his shop again. Forget Mr. Fletcher, Watson.
You mean you lied to frighten those poor children?
Exactly. Clever, wasn't it?
What do you think, Holmes?
Well, mister, that's a mighty fine outfit you're wearing there. You stand out like a sore thumb, and that's no lie. Watch that you don't get it all dirtied up, but you'd be welcome to come back to my place. It's not far, and I'd sponge it down for you.
Don't go back to Johnny's place. You'll get malaria.
Thank you, madam. I'm certain that you would make a very good job of it. That will not be necessary, however. But your thought was a kind one.
We'd best be leaving now, sir.
Here, please accept this sovereign as a token of my gratitude for your concern.
Well, I never. Thank you. That's right generous of you, my lordship.
You are very welcome, madam.
Madam, he calls me. Bless my garters. What a gent.
If you're ready now, sir.
Yes, let us go.
What a remarkable man, the Prince Woodville, to talk to such a woman as though she was an equal.
Let's find Batty Street. Batty Street. Closed.
My God, Holmes, it's appalling. And the smell. But what can have happened here?
Stay calm, Watson. Take note of every detail and be careful not to move anything.
Very well, Holmes.
I am missing some information.
This part is in...
This bandage is a day or... Only a dog could...
What terrible wound.
Let us look at our... This band... It is a dog. This bandage is a day or two old, no more. This bandage is a day or two old. Please take note, Watson.
The same finger that we found at the Bishop of Knightsbridge's house. Holmes! Water. This part is in shreds.
The skin was deeply torn. Size 9. Hobnail boots like those worn by... Size 9. Hobnail boots.
What a horrible...
The skin was deep.
What a horror. This part is in shreds. The skin tissue.
The dog's butt.
Grapes!
This is yesterday's newspaper. A torn... It seems to be a letter of dismissal.
A military badge.
At that time,
Someone wrapped someone.
and just
The material. Small. A small.
a pipe with a string.
There can be no doubt. Judge.
Opium.
Small. 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 An old
Kurtz,
apparently our friend Kurtz, served
a traitor.
a newspaper covering the war in South Africa. Kurtz must have been following the war with some interest.
The Boer War is abominable, and it still rages.
A newspaper covering
the Boer War.
Let us look at our deduction. Let us look.
My deduction chart is incomplete, Holmes. We are missing an important detail.
Let's return to the clinic and ask if our friend might lend us his morgue for 2 hours.
What are you going to do?
I'm torn between a nap and a picnic.
Oh, I've had enough, Holmes.
The next step of our investigation, Watson, leads us inevitably to a post-mortem. As you're well aware, in the instance where a body's vital organs no longer function, every minute is vital. Be quick now and procure the room while I arrange the transport.
Very well. I will see you later. Ah, Grant, you are still here. I need to ask a favor from you.
What sort of favor, my dear friend?
Might I use your morgue for a couple of hours? It concerns an affair of the greatest
Use the morgue? Whatever for? Letting you poke your nose in everywhere is one thing, but closing my eyes to I don't know what unsavory practices.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, it isn't possible, sorry.
Grant, listen to me.
Don't insist. Where do you think you are? Perhaps because you come from the rich area, you think you are entitled to do whatever you like. But here in Whitechapel, it's the real world, you understand? The real world, where we have to take risks. Do you even know what that means? And this shabby health center where I've been stagnating for years, it's a public establishment under my authority, for whatever that's worth. I'm responsible for it. Responsible, do you understand?
Of course I understand, Grant.
Good.
I understand, first and foremost, that you are a coward.
What?
A coward, I said, sitting on your backside behind a desk for years, complaining about your fate without even trying to change a single thing about it.
I won't allow you.
And you dare to talk to me about risks? I, who was wounded in Afghanistan while in Her Majesty's service, and who, for a great many years, has taken part in some of the most dangerous criminal investigations the country has ever known.
But
as for being responsible, as you call it, it begins with doing your job properly, particularly when one is a doctor and caring for the poorest people within our society. The real life? Ha ha! Don't make me laugh. I am a doctor too, Grant, don't forget. And I'm ashamed of my profession when I see the state of this centre.
It's not my...
So, your disgusting morgue, you are going to allow me to use it, dear friend, because I urgently need it for a vitally important affair that is way over your head. And whether it...
If you want to be like that about it, do whatever you like. I wash my hands of the entire thing.
That doesn't surprise... This is a dismal place. Have you ever carried out post-mortem, Holmes? It requires a great deal of precision.
Don't worry, I learn quickly. Hand me a bone saw.
Go carefully, Holmes, even so.
I must clean the body first. I can't do that. I must mark the places to cut. My notches are ready. I can't do that. 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 I can't. A ball of paper swallowed recently. I can't do that. I can't do that. This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I must analyze the
What should we do next, Holmes?
I must analyze the contents of my pipette. Chemistry.
And smells as bad as the one in our sitting.
This liquid found in the lungs should be able to tell us something. I must analyze the... Poison, and apparently very virulent.
We must finish our deduction board, Holmes.
That was a most instructive post-mortem. This man was murdered by his accomplices because of his missing finger.
I see. He was overly conspicuous, walking around with a bandaged hand, as the police would have been looking for a man with a missing finger. But how did they manage to disguise the murder by making it look like a dog attack?
The post-mortem revealed the presence of poison in his system. Everything points to it being a less potent form of the poison we found in the bishop's rooms. This man died as much from the poison as from fighting against those animals. I believe this new version of the substance provokes such a rage that the victim attacks anything in his path, and in this instance it was dogs. We're dealing with sorcerers' apprentices whose creations are ever-evolving. They are attempting to obtain a particular effect, and they try out their formulae on humans.
You're saying that his accomplice...
No, he took it himself, voluntarily. The poison...
I'm beginning to see. They mixed this horrible poison with his opium, knowing that he would soon smoke it to...
Exactly. And such a profound knowledge of both chemistry... Very well. We know the reason and the map. By going to 13 Burner Street. It is in this area.
But where did you get that address, Holmes?
From his stomach.
I see. He wanted to get rid of the address.
No, he wanted revenge.
I don't follow you.
When the man with the missing finger began to feel the effects of the poison, he knew that he was going to die, and he knew that there would be a... There's our opium den, Watson. Let's go.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome. What can I do for you?
One of your regular clients looked within himself to give us your address. He was very helpful.
Oh, I understand. Our clients quickly become regulars. Your friend isn't with you?
Sadly, no. He is tied up with his dogs.
I understand. I too love dogs. Come in and make yourselves at home.
The keys to the...
Have you chosen somewhere to...
Not yet, but...
Make...
Forward. Forward. Forward.
Closed.
It's not...
Please excuse us. Well, we have searched everywhere apart from 2 rooms. One of these rooms interests me particularly.
You are thinking of the guarded room, aren't you, Holmes?
I am indeed. But we should not consider any confrontation with the guard. Let us be discreet and enter the adjoining room.
It's locked, and it wouldn't be very discreet if we were to force it.
Nevertheless, we do need to get in there.
And the manager?
Let us find a way of distracting his attention.
What should we do next? We must find a discreet way into the room next to the...
Jasmine tea, judging by the...
Have you chosen somewhere to sit, gentlemen?
Not yet, but we would like to ask you...
Make yourselves at home, gentlemen. Someone will take care of you.
Ashes. It's not very clean here.
Dirty water. This bowl is used to wash smoking.
What should we do? What should we do next, Holmes?
A pity I don't understand Chinese. Closed.
You can't come in.
Please
Poor devil. Poor devil.
It's not allowed here.
Please excuse us, sir.
It's not allowed.
Closed.
You can't.
What do you think, Holmes? Not yet.
Make a...
The key to the locked room is here. I must find a means of getting the receptionist out of the way. The key to the